Sorry, Pritch, but the divorce papers are in the fucking... they're in the post sunshine with my brother, Chris. That hit me like a fucking bolt out of the blue. What are you guys doing? What are you guys doing? And we're like, oh, look, we're just making a fucking stupid film like that. I'm like, Jim, I'm never going to see my second child. I'm never going to see it being born. Right? So once they are happy then, they hand us over to the fucking KGB, don't they?
The Central Club.
What's going on, people? Welcome to the Central Club. This episode is brought to you by Ring Inspire Printing and Boss Security. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the club, and hit the bell button to be notified of future content. Today's guest is someone I have wanted to get on for a very, very long time. We've actually had conversations, but, you know, life's path takes us in different directions, and we are eventually, you know, here now. I'm very excited. It's none other than Mike Locke, or you may know him as Pancho.
Yeah, well, thank you very much for having me, Carl. Yeah, we've made it happen, man.
I know.
Yeah, it's been, I don't know, maybe, almost 2 years, man.
Yeah, well, you know.
2 years, October, no?
Yeah, it's mad.
I know.
I was about to say a year ago, but it's been two.
Yeah, but it's definitely two.
Yeah.
Yeah, year and a half, like, no.
Yeah. So for the people who don't know, Pancho was meant to come on early on, one of our first ever guests. Obviously things happen in life, which, like I said, takes us in different directions. But we ended up getting Pritchard on, and you know, that was amazing. And we just thought, I'd love to get Pancho on. To be honest, I never thought it would happen, but we're here.
Well, look, we're here. Let's have some fun, man.
How are you?
I'm not too bad, man.
Yeah?
Not too bad. Yeah, busy, very busy. So that's good.
Yeah. Well, is that with your branding? Your clothing brand
Yeah,
and
with the
stuff,
clothing and stuff. Yeah, that's keeping me busy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just enjoying life, like, basically.
Well, I can see you've got the Heineken, and I like you must, you know.
Well, you know, it's gone 12 o'clock now, isn't it?
Oh, do you know what, mate? It's good to have you here. You know, it's like growing up watching you on TV, you know, and then to kind of, you know, go through my own struggles and come out the other side, and now be able to sit next to someone who, you know, I got a kick out of for so long is amazing, like, you know.
Yeah, well, do you know what? Thanks for having me, like, and, you know, like, the feeling's mutual, man. Like, you've come a long way, so it's a genuine honour to be here.
I've been watching some of your videos back.
Gosh, yeah, tell you what, you've been in for an interesting day then.
I was meant to be working, and I looked at some of them, I have to admit, and I picked something up that you said on one, and you basically said, I live each day to the maximum, you know, because you don't know what's around the corner.
Absolutely.
Do you still live by that?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, no, I definitely, like, you know, we're only on this planet one time. You know, grab it by the balls, man. Good, bad, happy, sad. You know, you just got to get on with it, you know, and charge through. You know, maybe with regards to the partying and stuff, and getting to my mid-40s, I'm chilling out a bit. But, yeah. Well, you know, the baby's still there bouncing up and down inside, you know?
Yeah. No, I hear what you're saying. I definitely do. And you're right, mate. Like, sometimes I think to myself, like, you know, why am I doing this? Like, am I wasting my time with everything I'm doing? You know, and I think that was my attitude for a long time through addiction as well, was like, well, what's the point in me working my bollocks off if tomorrow it all ends? Like, is it a waste of time? Should I be enjoying myself more?
That's the whole thing is, you know, it's that work balance thing, you know. You know, you got to have fun. You know, you got to just make them, you know, as I said, you know, and I do stand by that. You know, you have to, you know, grab the bull by the horns and make the most of each day.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes it's easier said than done, but, you know, and if you don't succeed, fucking get up, dust yourself off.
And try again.
Yeah? Just keep on going, isn't it?
Another thing I noticed on your Wikipedia, like, if I thought of you as like, you know, what would I call you? I'd just say, like, you know, TV personality or just a fucking nutter. But it says Mike Locke, Pancho, stuntman. That's what you call
it should actually say unprofessional stuntman. Yeah, because once, like, due to health and safety and insurance, now with MTV, we had to have, like, a health and safety type person. And I won't name this gent's name, but he was a professional stuntman. And Pritch wanted to get run over, right? And he was like, look, don't be so retarded. You can't do that. And he came out with like all this safety pads and stuff like that. And Pritch is like, look, mate, we're not professional stuntmen. I want to get hurt. I know what I'm doing. Just run me the fuck over, right? And yeah, safe to say that guy, he didn't fit the brief. So yeah, after that shoot, he went. Yeah.
What? So
this was purely to get insurance with MTV, because otherwise we wouldn't have been insured. And yeah, the chap, yeah, he looked a bit like Sloth of the Goonies as well. sorry, Ian. Like dictated to fucking Pritch. Oh, don't, look, if you do it this way, and like, we'd been with him for about a week, and tension started to get frayed a little. We were like, look, you obviously haven't got the brief. So we were like, they had to, Becky, the producer, this guy, he's not fitted for this role. You look, go back to James Bondville or wherever you came from, like that. But this is not Sanchez, man. We're here to get fucked up.
Yeah. So, like, yeah, you guys are the ones who go to the fucking makers and say, look, we don't like him. Fuck him off. Type of thing.
Like, I don't like to see a man lose his job, but, he
was he busting your balls with a lot of stunts?
He was busting my balls. It was like having a fucking headmaster fucking rocking with you on a fucking night out.
The fun police.
Yeah, the fun police. You can't do that. Oh, you can't do that. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he just didn't fit the fucking
I'm assuming
brief.
That's not how Dirty Sanchez started, was it? There's 4 of you.
No.
None of you are saying, there's no one in the background saying, oh, no, maybe not.
No, absolutely not. No, 100%. Yeah, like, we all came together through, like, skateboarding and stuff.
Yeah.
So there's always been, like that rebellious culture and stuff. And, yeah, not being told what to do. My missus a fucking lover. Don't tell me what to do.
No, but the reason why I said it is because I want to ask you this question. If you was a real stuntman and you was in the movie business, what stunt double would you like to play for?
Well, I'd say it'd have to be Odd Job. As you can see, I'm propped up on these. Yeah, cheers, Carl. You got all out here, but propped up on the camera cases. I got the hint. The high chair's in the fucking corner. You fucking booty.
Yo, he's exposed us basically, right?
And by the way, this is a sick studio.
Yo, so last week I was doing a Zoom podcast with Rob Moore, and fat cunt. I breaks the back legs, don't I? But like, I come into filming today, and my partner and Harrison, who's away, was like, we sorted the chair out. I was like, fuck, I haven't. I said, we're going to have to take the legs off them all. So when you can't do that, you'll look fucking stupid, especially with Pancho. He said, no, what you'll do is you fix. He said, you can't sit on the other ones. You'll have to give that one to the guests. You'll have to prop it on books. So we got the camera boxes.
Oh, do you know what? I lost my virginity on the Yellow Pages. That's a joke, by the way.
No. So I thought Danny DeVito, someone like that, maybe, not as fat, but small.
Not Danny DeVito, yeah. I'll take that.
Yeah, fucking
absolutely.
Jewel of the Nile, like when he was trying to jump on the camel and I like get Pancho in, like.
Yeah. It's been done before, the old camel thing.
Yeah. So for the people who probably don't know, because even our sound guy over here, do you know who Pancho is? I'm not sure. This new generation, there are people out there who might not know who Dirty Sanchez are.
Yeah, true.
And let's just take it back a little bit. So let's talk not straight from the beginning, but your roots. You are Port Talbot, in you, like.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Born and bred in Port Talbot. Yeah, grew up there. Great upbringing. Yeah, nice fucking, believe it or not, Port Talbot is a nice place. You got the mountains, you got the seaside. Like you were saying about the Lido and that earlier. Going down there. Yeah, so, it was great. Then, got into skateboarding when I was like 12. and then really started going through it like 13, 14. Just like start making ventures up to Cardiff and stuff. Yeah,
I
that's
heard
what
you,
I meant, like Pritch and.
yeah. But
Yeah.
I heard you was quite a decent footballer as well.
I weren't bad as a youth, like yeah.
Yeah.
Baglin FC. We used to do all right.
What position?
Centre midfield.
Centre mid.
Yeah, wouldn't be any good now.
You're from Port Talbot.
Yeah, put all but yeah, through and through, 100%. I'm proud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you give me an honest perception of Port Talbot? Because I think people's perception of Port Talbot is totally different to how it is.
Yeah, well, first and foremost, Port Talbot is not what people think. It's a lot more, we got the lovely mountains, we got the seaside.
No, that's what people think it is. No.
But it's a really happening place, like, especially at the moment. It's a lot more diverse. We're not on the valleys. Like Pritch always says to me, he goes, get back to the valleys. But I said, like, it ain't, man. Like, it's on the seaside.
Yeah.
A great place to grow up.
Very multicultural as well.
Very
isn't it?
multicultural, yeah. Big Jamaican population. Yeah.
Yeah. Letitia from the Valleys. The girl Letitia. I'm not from the Valleys. I'm from Port Talbot. But then Letitia from Port Talbot is on the Valleys.
I know that.
That's mad, isn't it?
Yeah. Can't say I watched it personally, but I know the teacher.
Also, you're the home of the Mr. Baked Beans man as well.
No, we're actually the home of Richard Burton. Don't go down the baked beans route.
Yeah, no, there's some great people who come from Port Talbot. Pancho being one, the great Richard Burton, Michael Sheen,
Anthony Hopkins.
These are some great heavy hitters in the game. But I have to say, you are home of baked beans as well. If you go on Google Earth and you go down to the Sandfields estate,
that's right.
There's an arrow saying home of like Mr. Baked Beans.
Yeah, he's got a flaming baked bean museum in his house.
Yeah,
it's like, what the fuck?
What do you reckon? Have you met him?
Yeah, he's around town. Yeah.
What do you think of him?
No comment.
Well, a bit of a creep like it.
Well, maybe sometimes, yeah.
You got to be. There's got to be something wrong with you.
There's got to be something wrong with you if you've got a
t-
baked beans.
Yeah.
Museum, the obsession with that, but each to their own.
Yeah.
He has done stuff for charity and stuff,
Yeah,
I'll give him to that.
Sandfields estate. It's always been like whenever anyone talks about Port Talbot to me, oh yeah, that Sandfields estate is rough.
But that's another perception.
Yeah.
Right? Because a mate of mine, he showed me a thing the other day. He's in the Airbnb game, right? And like in lockdown and stuff, like all these former council houses in the 70s, it used to be Europe's biggest council estate. But now they're like 5-star fucking B&Bs, the Sandfields.
Mad.
Yeah. Like house prices have rocketed and that.
Yeah.
So people have started to realise the hidden gems.
Yeah.
That is San Patablo.
San Patablo, mate.
Yeah.
You've got a lovely beach, haven't you?
It is, it's great. Yeah, if you look out to the right-hand side and ignore the steel.
I was going to say that.
Which, there's no getting away from. But it's glorious. You got miles of sand.
Yeah.
Glorious lush sand.
Do you think that steel works? Because I will be fair, I bet when it's the summer, it really is beautiful down there. But most of the times I have drove past to go to Swansea or whatever, it is always like a cloud over Port Talbot because of that steel works, isn't it?
Well, sometimes, yeah, Yeah,
sometimes.
Yeah, definitely at night, when they let it off the fumes and stuff then.
Yeah.
But,
do you think there's been some people born with like 6 toes and 4? That's
well, you're looking at me. I'm joking at, right? No, but you exclude the steelworks. There's a lot of positive stuff going on in Talbot at the moment.
Yeah.
It's really like up and coming, And
Nigel, who you're with, and yourself, you did a voice documentary on Port Talbot, didn't he?
Yeah, we did. Yeah. It's like Made on Steel, but it showed like Nigel's journey where, things didn't go to plan with the steelworks and stuff, and showing times in like like an adapt to overcome scenario. Because like Nigel's got like 4 kids, and he lost his job there, and then started what is now San Patablo.
Yeah, so something great to come out of something negative, and
exactly. Definitely a negative turned into a positive.
Yeah.
And I've always been involved, in the background or whatever, but now, yeah, it's both a full-time gig.
Yeah. And when it started for him, was it just him, or was you there in the back? You say you was in the background.
Yeah.
What, an investor or just a share? Just what is
I was just there, just as a friend and stuff first and foremost, and then things just developed organically, and it's worked well.
Yeah, fair play.
Yeah.
Okay, and going back in, so you started to meet Pritchard and at Cardiff skateboarding.
Yeah.
Was you always fucking nuts together like that?
Yeah, well, like, first and foremost, Pritch like that. No. He, like, basically, I was like 13. Pritch is a few years older. Pritch would have been 19, 6 years. And he wasn't even into, like, beers in the night. Like, we used to go to, what's it called now? Heavy metal place. We used to go to City Arms a lot.
Yeah.
And Ryan Giggs' old man used to be on the door there. And I actually got kicked out for being too young. But Pritch wasn't really a drinker and stuff, So he wasn't, like, really, really nuts. But on a skateboard, he was dedicated, like. We all were. Like, we travelled, to competitions all over the UK. That's how we met, like, I met Dayton and further on down the line, Joycey.
Was Joycey a skateboarder then?
Believe it or not, Joycey was actually a really good skater,
Really?
yeah. Yeah, I met Dan in Mount Hawk in Cornwall, Red Ruth. Yeah.
Is that where he's from?
Joyce is a bit of a nomad, to be honest.
Yeah?
Yeah, he was born in London, raised in Plymouth. I don't know, and then he pissed off to Leeds for a few years. I think he's probably in a lot of fetish bars or something like that.
Where is he now?
Folkestone. So, Carl, when I say he's a nomad, I think I'm very well, I'm right in saying that.
Yeah. Oh, mate,
Yeah.
Brilliant. Fucking brilliant. And, we're talking about, okay, there was maybe no drinking around and stuff, but, like, were you the type of guys who would just pull mad pranks on each other and do these mad stunts, or was something, like, what was the predecessor?
Oh, yeah, there
Dirty
was,
Sanchez?
like, with skateboarding and stuff, you take a lot of, slams and stuff, as you know. And as I said, Pritch was really at the top of his game. So it was like, kind of like, Pritch was kind of like a hero to me, like a peer, like, you know what I mean? And, yeah, we'd always clown around and, yeah, there'd always be some, like, hijinks and, yeah, just having a fucking good laugh, really,
Yeah. So Pritchard was that good then?
Oh, fucking hell, mate, yeah. Yeah, that was like, if he'd moved to America, he could have, like, properly made it, as a,
Wow.
paid, that could have been it could have
Well,
been.
like Bam Margera, Novak level. or-
Yeah, that type of thing. Yeah, easy. Yeah, in the world of, like, street skating, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, wow. And how did Sanchez come? Was there Matthew Dayton, Pritchard versus Dayton first?
Yeah,
or?
it was Pritchard. Yeah, but we'd been making, like, in the whole skate community, that's a really cool thing. Like, someone might not be as good at skateboarding, but they got, they go down, they'll film on the camera and stuff, edit, make, films and stuff. So that's what we did. It's like, we used to make, like, scene videos, like half and half. Denny from Cardiff, shout out to you. He'd make, like, all these movies and then, skate films, and then we decided, let's make Pritchard versus Dayton. And that was like an amalgamation of, like, us fucking round and having, like, little skate parts. And that we sold in the stores on a VHS. You remember what a VHS is, do you?
Yeah.
Yeah, we sold them all around the UK in like the skate shops and stuff. And then FHM, they got hold of it. And they run an article on us. And then MTV, like, got hold of us. And they were like, let's do a show type thing. And they wanted to call it fucking Shock Idol.
Shock Idol.
Yeah.
You're lying.
Honest to fuck. 10 out of 10 for fucking imagination there.
Wow.
Yeah, that's no joke.
And Dirty Sanchez came from you guys then, I'm assuming.
Yeah. Along with a couple of other names. Like, see you next Tuesday. He got through to the Yank, like, and he's like, but the show doesn't go out on Tuesday. He was like, fucking hell.
Brilliant.
Yeah, man.
And so Cardiff skate shops. What are you talking like Route 1?
No, we're talking. No. No,
Where are you selling the videos in Cardiff? Like
Yeah, City Surf.
Catapult.
City Surf, man.
Okay.
Yeah, Route 1 is like a franchise that's kind of jumped on the wagon.
So
But
you're more
but
underground.
no, yeah. Cardiff Skateboard Club like, on Carnaby Street.
Yeah,
Like those boys are fucking ruling the roost. Respect there. And you've got like Spit and Sawdust at the top of Newport Road there.
Yeah.
That's a skate park. So, yeah, but City Surf was the home of Cardiff skateboarding. And they also had a place in Swansea as well.
And on the whole, Cardiff skateboarding was quite.
Oh,
quite
man,
solid.
it was great to come to Cardiff, the capital city. You had the museum, the Welsh office, Cardiff Banks, and then...
The old buildings.
Yeah, the old buildings. And then you had, like, the big influx down the bay and stuff, like, with all the developments going on down there. Yeah, and that elevated it to a different level. It's so much so you'd have people travelling from further away, Bristol, London, to come and shoot, footage there. So it's a great scene to be a part of.
And is it still flourishing now? I know you said you got the skate park.
Yeah. Well, absolutely. Cardiff Skateboard Club. Like, those boys, they really are. And, Spit and Sawdust, Christian there, he's doing a sterling job. But it's not just a skate... It's not just a skate park. It's like a hub. So, like people, they have like guest chefs and stuff there. Like new drawings. Like all this type of stuff. So it's really become like a hub type thing.
Yeah.
The same as with like Elliot and like Pusher in Bridgend. That's, it's become, a proper part of the community.
Amazing.
And it's great for like the kids and stuff because... Like, when I was growing up skating, we had to go to fucking Northampton to get to an indoor park,
Yeah.
So...
No, I agree, mate. I agree. That's amazing.
And it's done more for the love than the fucking the Wonga.
For the Wonga, yeah.
Yeah.
Talking about a Wonga, so what was the offer they give MTV for Dirty Sanchez? Was it something that you saw money straight away? Was it something that was quite murky, that you didn't have really much of an understanding with the deal? Or
What?
When
with
they
Sanchez?
offered you Dirty Sanchez, yeah?
Oh, to be honest, I didn't think we'd make it out to the fucking meeting. Like fucking that's full raging headers in there. But
So what happened?
Well, Joycey stripped off fucking naked and ran through the fucking offices. You couldn't get away with that shit now. Yeah, it was ridiculous.
But they signed you straight away, did they?
Yeah, it was a bit of to-in and throw-in. We didn't have an agent or anything at the time. Lesson learnt. But yeah,
What did they
we
say?
got there in
And
the
did they
end.
offer you money each? Like, I'll give you this.
Yeah, it's even amounts. Yeah,
Can you
Yeah.
say a number or?
no,
Because it was
not enough to be set up for life. Put it that way. Yeah,
Is this something that you
yeah.
know-
People think you go on the TV and you get, you got an instant millionaire. You're
But
not.
would you say now, like looking back, like, oh, I wouldn't disclose because I'm quite embarrassed by the number, or you just think, oh no, I wouldn't.
It's just
like
something I
to say?
don't really want to go into for the other boys as well.
Yeah, of course.
That's-
And I'm assuming you would get paid for the show, and then if they want to do a Dirty Sanchez season 2, they would pay you again and like maybe a rise. Is that?
Yeah,
is that how it works?
yeah. Of course, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the success and stuff. Yeah.
What was
But
it like?
thankfully,
What was it like?
it was a fucking crazy wave, man. It was like a fucking tidal wave at the time. Yeah. Like just you there every fucking where. And then we'd do live shows on top.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that took us like around the world pretty much.
And I'm assuming the budget was like you had a budget. And
Yeah,
stuff,
so as obviously like the more popular and stuff, the bigger the budget, the more pranks, stuff you could do. But in all fairness, the funniest stuff just happens.
Yeah,
it's like more
spontaneous.
spontaneous.
Yeah.
Do you know, like you're planning a fucking like a night out type thing?
It's
and,
shit.
and the better, you plan it like, all right, we're going here, we're doing this,
Shit.
doing that, wank. And then like you just get those fucking spontaneous ones, and it's fucking great, isn't it? You know? Yeah, that's a bit like Sanchez, really.
I think that's probably
but
where Sanchez and Jackass separate.
That is,
themselves.
you're 100% right.
I think they tried to.
Yeah, and it was like all this big budget, look at me, American stuff. By the way, I fucking love Jackass. But it's different to us. We're like Jackass on a fucking budget type thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's raw. It's,
Yeah.
it's
What
real.
did Vice magazine say? We'll make Jackass look like the Teletubbies or something.
Yeah, yeah. Brilliant.
Yeah, it was raw. You know, it was raw, it was new, it was fresh, it was fucking punk, it was all of the above because we're four very different characters. And I think you got to see a lot more like, you know, of a lot more like in-depthness about us as individuals as well.
Yeah.
Like if you like a lot of people, like I remember like the 3 generations of this family coming up to me. And they were like, oh, it's as if we almost know you type thing. You know, which is a bit fucking cool. But there we go.
Well, how did your life change? Can you give can you describe that? How quickly your life changed?
It was just, you know, getting to travel and stuff, which is something I've always loved to do. And, you know, like definitely weren't prepared for like the, you know, people coming up to you and, you know, like all that. That has, you know, perks, and I'm not complaining about my fucking life at all, but it's definitely a shock to the system, you know what I mean?
Yeah. And was you happy to play? It seems like you played your role well within the group. You was always the one who was getting fucking pranked on. Probably
Yeah,
the most,
but yeah, you know, they got to
as good as
yeah,
they got.
yeah. You carve out like a character for yourself, but TV can make you look one way or the other, you know, in the edit, can't it? You know, and you know there was a lot of stuff that, like with the other lads, but that never gets aired, like you know. But yeah, you know.
What do you think they double down sometimes on your stuff rather than what?
Well, I was always known as like the pisshead who falls asleep.
Yeah.
But like if I shave fucking Pritchard's hair off, you know, what half of it, you know, like maybe, yeah. But don't get me wrong, I did get fucked over like Robocock and all that.
Mate, like I remember watching that and I was thinking, I can't, like you've seen me, I've got the fucking nasals in it for the
Yeah.
spray. I'm thinking if someone duct taped me, mate, I'd fucking die because I can't breathe through my nose.
No, I know, man. Yeah. Oh, fuck
Funny.
you now. Yeah, I like on my Instagram the other day, like I had to, I did like the wheelchair rugby, yeah?
Yeah.
And I had to duct tape the gloves on to keep them on. And yeah, a comment pops up on my Instagram off a mate of mine from Bristol. And he was like, I can't believe you let someone near you with gaffer tape again.
Yeah.
And I was like, fucking hell, Joe, I'm never going to fucking live that down.
Traumatized by it.
Oh, definitely, I tell you what. Fucking
Mate,
hell.
I seen the D lock, like.
Yeah, but do you know what? My old man is die-lock, isn't he? So I had like die-lock around my fucking neck. I rocked it for like 4 days in Belfast.
Wow. Yeah, you was grafting with it on and all, weren't you?
Yeah.
Mate, I'd be claustrophobic or something.
Oh,
like that.
look.
I don't know how
do
you
know
deal
what?
with it.
Like looking back now, I'm thinking, what the fuck was I doing at that time?
You
So I
must
think-
have been on drugs or something.
Oh,
or-
we were definitely fucking intoxicated, yeah. But yeah, like now I couldn't imagine fucking doing it. Have I got a neck anymore?
Yeah, man. Dog food, being fucking like there was the one where they woke you up and you're like, quick, we gotta go. And you was like, you didn't know what the fuck was going
Oh,
on. You're
fuck
like,
the
dog
skate
food.
comp. No, yeah, I can't even remember the dog food one.
Yeah. Mouse traps I've seen.
Oh, the mouse trap, yeah, because we lived in Cardiff. We lived in Arabella Street.
Well, this is what someone got a question. So here we go. I'm not going to say the question. He was wondering, he was like, where the hell did you live in Cathays? I used to always wonder.
Yeah, it was actually in Roath, it was. It was just off Albany Road. Do you know the, yeah, Arabella Street.
Okay.
Yeah, they've got a pub there.
The Claude.
No, the Albany.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they've got like the Skittle Alley and stuff.
Yeah.
So if you back, basically, we were on the corner terrace in the, yeah, there. And we called it the House of fucking Doom.
Madhouse.
And whoever lives there now,
Feel
go
sorry.
downstairs into your cellar and have a look at all the pentagrams and shit that are down there. Just waiting for you.
What? It was, you used to do all that shit then?
No, I'm not into that shit.
Don't fucking lie.
No, I ain't.
Well, not even as a joke. You didn't do
Oh, no, I did like as a joke type thing, yeah. But I like, no, I'm not Mr. Black Magic.
Do you believe in that type of stuff? Oh,
No, to be honest, I'm quite scared about it all, like, you know?
yeah.
But once we were in Dominican Republic and we went to like this fucking ritual, but it didn't work, which I was a bit gutted about because I was up for it at the time. Yeah.
I see in jail, there was this kid Connor from Caerphilly, fucking nutter, in jail all his life. Lovely kid, but just batshit crazy. And he made his own Ouija board, and he was in the cell on his own playing Ouija boards at like 3 a.m. in an old Victorian prison.
Yo, I could fucking not do that.
Mad.
That's fucking cuckoo.
And then we woke up in the morning. And all he was...
What, he was your celly?
He was next door.
Oh, man.
And in the night, you could hear him go, "Wah!" All these mad noises and that, yeah.
Fucking hell, man.
If he watches this, he'll piss. But in the morning, you get opened up at like 8 o'clock for fucking, education or whatever it is you got to do. All it is bam, 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 bam. He's fucking through the table, straight out of the cell, all down the landing. The screws are like, what the fuck? He's running out, all freaking out. Get out of my fucking cell, he's going and all that.
What,
it's a
he's
mad
proper
tappy.
fucking...
Fuck from it.
What, a bit of a screw loose, like?
Screw loose, mate.
Yeah?
You fucking would be when you playing that all night on your fucking
I
own.
couldn't think of anything worse.
And
like,
in-
touch wood,
yeah.
I've spent a few nights in the cells over the years, but I've never done any, like, time.
Yeah.
How,
Jail's horrible as
how
well.
long were you in for, if you don't mind me asking? Different stints.
I've done 10 prison sentences, Pancho.
All right.
But I never, the longest I was given was a year, 12 months. That's the longest, do 6. In total, I've done about 2.5, 3 years in jail. Yeah. 12 months, 8 months, 4 months, 6 months, 8 months. So, I mean, every single sentence.
I bet it was a bit of a learning curve, that, as well.
Well,
myself.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
But
It didn't stop me from committing crimes, but I learned a lot in jail, yeah. Pardon me. Yeah, I learned a lot in jail, but yeah, mad. Let's talk about some of your stunts then. We've probably been speaking about some actually, but I got to talk about these because some of them are hard to get my head around. Like, so the funny one that you probably won't realise me, probably even be surprised me talking about, but you married Pritchard. Was that real?
No, because my official name, as you kindly introduced earlier, is not Pancho, is it? But Joycey is an ordained vicar. Yeah.
But so what? He put Pancho.
Yeah.
That's mad.
Just
though,
using
isn't it?
stage name. Fucking hell.
Yeah. Well, you're married to the game then, aren't you? Yeah, in that realm, like you are married then, aren't you? I'm glad you cleared that up.
All right, sorry, Pritch, but the divorce papers are in the fucking... they're in the post sunshine.
I think the maddest one for me has to be the liposuction.
Yeah, I think I'd have to agree with you.
Can you talk us a bit through that?
Yeah, right, from the top, like, all right. Joycey, we were on a world tour, the 7 Deadly Sins, and Joyce wanted to have a fake breast put in. But just one fake tit, like, all right. I was like, Joyce, why the fuck would you want that? He goes, yeah, so when I'm polishing one off, I can feel my fucking tits. Oh my God. Pretend it's someone else. So we were like, damn, all right. We looked into it, but the recovery time, it just wasn't, due to timelines and stuff, it just wouldn't have worked like that. So someone came up with the idea about Pancho having liposuction. And I was like, yeah, 400 milliliters each side. Oh, that's nothing, man. That's nothing. It can't be that bad. How many, tiny inserts like that? Completely underestimated it. Felt like I'd been fucking interfered with after, which I fucking certainly had. But we were in Thailand and it's all about aesthetics and stuff. And the guy who was operating on me had this mole, with all this hair up there. No. And I'm thinking, what ghetto fucking place is this now?
Because he had a mole with it.
Some dodgy, typical MTV budget, fucking some dodgy backstreet like that. Yeah. But, yeah, man, it was like, whoa, when he was going towards my hip bone and stuff.
What? So what is it, a big needle, is it? Explain the procedure.
Yeah, it's a proper fucking procedure. And I certainly underestimated it, Carl. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, plus I had to go to SO and get an AIDS test and everything before I had it done.
So what? They stick a needle in what?
Yeah, it's like this big tube like that. It's cut open. So I think, you can't even see it. It was a tiny But then you got like this, it's like suction pipe. It's basically like a fucking a really expensive, really expensive Hoover. Yeah, right. And it was just fucking prodding away.
Oh, and you weren't being gentle at all.
Oh, fucking hell.
What, you were feeling on your hip and how did that feel?
Yeah, like further on down. It was fucking spooking me, right? And if the truth be told, and you watch the footage really closely, you see one side was done without the fucking general anaesthetic, and the other side certainly was. Yeah, that's and that has never been told on camera before.
Fucking hell.
Because it was that bad, mate. It was that bad.
And how long was you in pain for?
Well, he gave me like this big dressing type thing, like an elasticated bandage, like that. He was like, total pip, off you go. I was thinking, cheers, fucking Mr. fucking Ghetto Doc.
No precautions.
No, the follow-up care was just to keep this, like, this really tight, like that.
Yeah, don't let it loose, like, you're dripping fat, like.
Yeah, but the problem is now I'm just fucking... Yeah, I iron my top on a fucking walk now.
So, well, you got scars.
It never grows back there.
What don't?
The fat won't. Yeah, that's part of it. That's
how much fat? How much fat did you lose? Quite a bit.
Not 400 milliliters each side, so it weren't that much anyway. A lot of it was blood if you look at the footage.
Yeah. And then
because like with that stunt, are you gonna?
Well, yeah. Like, obviously, I think we need to talk about Bangkok roulette then. Is that what you was expecting?
Yeah. Yeah, well, that was... Like, I wasn't going to fucking drink... Well, I did drink it because I had to fucking have a taste of it. But what the film didn't get across is that fact was left in a hotel in Bangkok for a week.
Roasting.
We went down... Well, in the fridge. And we went down to... we flew to Phi Island. And then came back, and then that's when we did Bangkok roulette. Yeah.
So what did you say? Can I have my fat, mate?
No, it was like we kept the room going, and it was
but how did the ghetto doctor allow you? Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, well, that was probably like the the weirdest question he'd ever been asked. Yeah, to put it mildly. Yeah, he did have a bit of a look, but he signed the disclaimer. We were all good.
Yeah.
He's probably thinking, what the fuck are these fucking sadistic fuckers up to? Yeah.
Oh, and then Joycey, who is like renowned.
He was the only one who was going to drink that.
He likes that stuff, don't he?
Yeah, Joyce is really into the sick stuff. Anything like that, he's kind of.
But you tasted it as well, or did you?
I did, just out of curiosity.
Well,
Plus, I was pissed. It was a lot smoother than I thought, believe it or not.
Yeah. It was like a smoothie juice. Like
I do, but I wouldn't go back for more.
No. Yeah, these had like pew pizzas and fucking...
All that, yeah. All the really fucked up shit. He's like, that's Dan's thing.
Yeah.
Well, I purposely made a point with a pew pizza. Because we all know what it's like having a fucking hair in the back of your throat, isn't it? It's a fun time
Yeah, in the teeth and that.
Shitting
hairs, like.
Oh, fucking hell, no.
Rough
Don't
ass.
even go there.
I know.
But, there was Avon Lido, the football team, and the Port team. I was fucking damn right I weren't going to lose that one.
What was that?
The Pew Pizza Challenge.
Oh, that's right.
So we all had to collect our own pubes. Like that over a space
That was
of a week.
season 1, was it? That one?
Pardon?
Was that season 1?
It would have been early on, yeah. Yeah, it was season 1, yeah.
Yeah, because obviously that's the famous one where you're getting booted by the tan ass by the footballers, isn't it? With your fucking asses.
Yeah, but that happened to be in Port, didn't it?
Yeah.
So they were purposely going for me. But the night before, I'd done some stupid stunt with D-Beat. Do you know the spray? You were talking about D-Beat being the one. And I had a blistered fucking ass like that, right?
Oh, yeah. Oh.
Yeah. Oh, fucking hell.
Brilliant. You also had Rooney ping aboard. You've met Wayne Rooney, haven't you?
Wayne Rooney, yeah. Yeah, he was cool, he was.
Was he?
Really shy, actually.
Yeah, I could see that.
You think, like, how intrusive his life must be.
He was young at the time, though, weren't he, as well?
Yeah, he was still pretty young,
He's ended up becoming a dirty bastard, haven't he? Like,
he is a dirty bastard, yeah.
But that was for Nike, was it?
Yeah, that was for Nike. But the class act out of them all was Gattuso. like the Italian. Do you
Yeah, I know Gattuso.
He played for Rangers.
Played for,
So you got-
played for Milan as well, didn't he?
Yeah, and AC Milan, yeah.
Which Rangers?
Glasgow Rangers.
Did he?
Yeah, so you've got like a mafia boss looking type who speaks with a fucking Ouija accent. It's a bit of a fucking combination there.
So was that the Nike advert as well, was it? Or
Yeah,
was
that was the Nike advert as well, yeah. Yeah, that was great, man.
Yeah, good time, like.
Yeah.
What was it like when the movie came round? Like when they told you, look, we're gonna do a movie.
Yeah, it was pretty mind blowing, like, yeah, we did the movie, yeah, in conjunction with Vertigo Films, but yeah, it was fucking great, and you know, we went to Russia, Thailand, like all over.
Is there any times during any of? Well, I'm sure there is, but was there times where you thought, nah, this is taken too far? Things you refused to do.
Oh, yeah, like this is a one-way shoot type thing. Fucking yeah, because like the enemas. Oh, tell a lie, I did do a fucking enema for a laugh once in fucking Italy with modern art. And I weren't down with all that shit. But yeah, taking it too far. It's pretty much fucking all out. It was like there was moments where I was like, "What the fuck are we doing here? How the fuck did we get here?" Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, when you go into like South Africa, South America, Russia, these type of places, you
Go Russia,
a hostile place.
Being banged up in Russia, fucking hell, dressed in former Russian military gear. Now that was a fucking pincher moment. I was like, "What the fuck are we doing here?"
Yeah, what happened there?
Oh, right. So we'd wrapped up. It was March time. We were in Russia, and Jim Hickey, the director. He's like, guys, proper like London type like this. We need to get some fucking GVs, general views, right? And so we go to the centre of Moscow now, and you got all these stalls. Now these stalls sell everything from former Russian gear to knuckle dusters to porno mags. Fucking vodka was in abundance there, obviously. So we end up getting like a load of fucking former military gear on now. So we go to the Kremlin and we're shooting away from the Kremlin, just these shots. And Jim's like, "Oh, I'm going to get a babushka to fucking hit you over the head." No. It's like, "Jim, fuck the babushka shit. Let's get the fuck out of here. I'm freezing my tits off. I've had a fuck full of vodka and shit food. Get me the fuck out of Moscow, right? You know, we got Thailand round the fucking corner. It's going to be nice, warm. We'll get as many fucking GVs as you want." So we're waiting around for a fucking babushka now. Like these old women who hit you over the head with a fucking bag.
babushkas, lady babushkas.
Yeah. So we couldn't fucking, like, no matter how many McDonald's wrappers or fag ends or beer cans we threw, none of them would hit us over the head. So Jim bribes one with like 20 fucking US dollars. Like, all right. Fuck, yeah, great. We get a fucking shot. Oh, didn't even get used, right? And then, as we're packing up, the fucking Kremlin's guards, fucking, one comes in this side, one comes in that side. They're like, what are you guys doing? What are you guys doing? And we're like, "Oh, look, we're just making a fucking stupid film like that." They're like, permission. So then they look at the footage, they can see we're not fucking spies. But unbeknown to us, there's only a fucking G8 summit going on in the fucking Kremlin. Right? So once they are happy then, yeah, they hand us over to the fucking KGB, don't they? Then we get fucking banged up, all the camera gear taken off us, and we're in like a big cell, like the size of this studio here. And we had like a fixer. They were a married couple, Sergey, I forget his wife. And after like an hour now, I'm like, "Jim, I'm never going to see my second child. I'm never going to see her being born. You know, I'm not." You know, I was like, "You're a fucking wanker. All over those fucking GVs." I was thinking, "Fuck, this is bullshit, man." Really starting to lose my fucking work with Jim now. And I went to Sergey, like the chief fucking constable or inspector came out ranting, pointing, And then I went to Sergey. I went like, he seemed really pissed off. And like the Russians, they're not the most politely spoken people anyway, are they? Do you know what I mean? Yeah. And he came out and he was ranting on. And I said to Sergey, I said, I said, he seemed really fucking pissed off. And he goes, I said, what did he say, Sergey? He said, tell that little shit he doesn't know what it takes to earn no stars and stripes. So I was like, boys, I think we better take the fucking Russian gear off. So we did that, and then, with a few bribes, we were fucking on the flight to Thailand just about.
Fucking hell.
Yeah.
What was Thailand like?
Fucking hell. Definitely a fucking eye-opener, man.
Yeah?
Yeah.
A lot of people say that.
Yeah, Bangkok, yeah, it was definitely an eye-opener. But fucking PP was fucking, that place is fucking beautiful, man.
Is that where...
They filmed the beach.
Filmed the beach there, yeah.
Yeah, I believe they did, yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah, we only had like 1 day off in like 7 weeks.
Yes, you went there.
And we were like, we just, like the only day off we had, we went to that actual island. It was fucking great.
Yeah. You done the MTV Latin Awards?
We did do the MTV Latin Awards.
Didn't you get like held up?
Oh, fucking hell, how'd you know all this then?
I do my research.
Yeah, I was actually in Dublin. I missed a flight. I think Temple Bar got hold of me. And a few fucking sleepless nights in Dublin. Missed the flight. So I was due to fly to Heathrow and then to Heathrow to Miami. The boys made it. Luckily, MTV got me the next flight. And this was my first time to America ever now, right? And I got a little, we've all got passes, haven't we, yeah?
Yeah.
So I'm there filling out the green card. You used to be able to do it on the plane, like, yeah? Filling it out. So I'm going through customs. And go up there, and the guy is like, as you can see, he goes, Mr. Locke, he said, why are you sweating so much? I was like, look, mate. I said, I got on the flight. It was like February time. I've just come from Ireland. I haven't had a shower or anything. And he's... So anyway, I had to go to secondary immigration. And I thought, here we go now. I'm in for a beer. So go in there, and it was like going to the meat counter at Tesco's or something. You go take this fucking slip. I'm sat there. I'm like, called up like number 48, whatever it was. Go up, and it's like an Hispanic guy. And he's like looking down at me like this. And he's like, what's your purpose here? And I said, I just told your colleague. I said, here's the hotel I'm in. This is the contact number. This is why I'm here. But why are you only here for 36 hours? I'm like, because I missed the flight. I'm full of fucking self-loathing right now. I just don't need the shit. Like, I just want to get to the hotel and get freshened up, yeah? And, thankfully, he gave me a bit of a hard time. Let me go away and stew on it. And he just stamped my passport, 30 days. And, Miami, fucking banging, man. I think 36 hours was fucking long enough out there.
Yeah, well, that's what it's like over in America, though, isn't it? They always question.
Yeah, they're fucking...
They look down on people like
Yeah,
that.
but the thing is, like, mine was from conviction. Well, I was 17 when I got caught with weed. And then convicted when I was 18, like, you know? It's like, yeah, but luckily I got... But fast tracking now, though, it came back to bite me on the ass. Because with the film, we were going to film it all in America. Which I'm glad we didn't in the end, by the way. Because I like America, but I don't like Americans sometimes. You know what I mean?
Not just that, like, I think...
They always got to be bigger and better.
Yeah.
It wouldn't have been... But I went for just 2 secs, man. I went for a meeting with an immigration lawyer. And she said to get a visa to work. And she said the offence, we could get around. But because you'd lied going there, and I'd taken the kids on holidays there, that was worse than the actual offence itself. Yeah.
Fucking Yanks.
Fucking wankers sometimes.
No, but I think maybe you'd say it's wrong, but I would imagine that you would rather do a UK because that's what's the difference between Sanchez.
No,
and
absolutely.
Jackass.
I wouldn't change anything. And it's, the way it worked out and stuff.
Yeah.
Because what it was like with the film, we were going to do it all in America, not like the first stuff.
Yeah.
which is pretty much just in Cardiff and South Wales.
Yeah. But then that would probably take your chance in now. Then in you, people are loving Dirty Sanchez for this look. For the
Oh
way
no,
you filmed
exactly. Yeah, yeah.
You could
It was
fuck
just
it.
with it was just with the film. Then you
Yeah.
know we did the 7 deadly sins, and no,
Yeah,
but that's the
brilliant.
thing, you know, that you know the rawness and stuff. You know, that's you know
That's what people.
that's what
love,
made it what it was.
Yeah, yeah.
In my opinion, and that's what stands out between, as you said earlier, the big budget type stuff, and
Yeah. And did you ever, through all this time, did you ever think that you was, you know, bigger than you was? You know, some people when they get on, you know, they got their own hit show and stuff. People can be arrogant and stuff. Was you someone who thought you was a bit arrogant?
I'd like to think I wouldn't. No, like, do you know what I mean? I was always brought up like my dad. He's a bit of a musician and stuff. You know, he always like installed into me. He does, you know, Mike. It doesn't matter whether you're here, you or there in life. You always treat fucking people, you know, with the same amount of respect. But if you know, if they fuck you over, then that respect fucking goes.
Yeah.
But you know, you don't differentiate between. So I like to think I, you know, kept it fucking pretty
Yeah.
true, if you like. I don't know. You may have to ask my fucking friends and family about that. They probably disagree. I got to get a bevy.
Well, yeah, I'm going to ask you, then, just to wrap up on the Sanchez a bit then, what was your scariest stunt?
Scariest stunt. Probably, yeah, going back, I'd probably like a top 3. One would be definitely the liposuction, going into that.
Oh, wait a minute, we've
super
got a
climb.
guest. We've got Neil Razor Ruddock.
Neil Razor Ruddock.
What's going on, boys?
What's happening?
This is
happening,
the
Nigella?
loving partner, Nigel. All right, mate?
All good, yeah.
Yeah, we're just, we're going through his
Business
top.
partner.
This is his business partner from I always mess it up, San Patablo. The one we were talking about, where you've done the voice documentary on Port Talbot and everything he's doing now. So shout out to Nigel who made this happen as well. All right, Ian, top 3. Go on, in.
Right, anaphylactic shock off of fucking stingy nettles. I was fucking, because like the pain, I actually quite like a bit of pain, but when it's dragging on for fucking 14 hours and you're trying to get rid of the pain and you go to have a beer and your fucking lips are just buzzing like that and your body and everything.
Was that what you eating? This? No. What?
Eating the stingies, covered, wrestling in the stingies, head to toe.
Well, the ones.
Stingies.
Well, the ones like we can get the bubbles on. Those
Yeah,
things.
yeah, yeah.
What? It lasted 14 hours.
14 hours. I like that end. Like at the time, I had the shitty dial-up internet in the house. You didn't have it on your phone like that. And yeah, I was bathing in calamine lotion, bathing in my own piss, just trying to get rid of it. Yeah, the anaphylactic shock off that. Because, you know, like with certain stunts, you do the stunt, it's a little sore. But like
Yeah.
that was a different fucking beast, that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the liposuction. Yeah, went into that fucking blindfolded. Yeah, yeah, definitely underestimated that. Yeah, 100%.
They're the main two. Like,
Yeah, I'd say, yeah.
yeah, I couldn't agree more, and I didn't even fucking go through it.
And I also did a skydive. Like, if anybody knows me, knows I'm scared of fucking heights.
I'd love to do it. I'm scared of heights. I'd love to do a skydive, but I just think, what if, like, innit?
Well, that's
What
the
if,
thing.
like, innit?
I did it in Germany like that. And I was thinking, I wonder if he's fucking.
My missus was like, "Oh yeah, it don't matter because the guy's with you." And I said, "But what if his shoot don't work?"
Yeah, I know.
And,
Then you start, overanalyzing everything,
yeah.
you know?
yeah, that's me, mate.
Yeah.
What?
Oh, shit. Yeah. Oh, fucking hell. My 25th birthday. Yeah, we're in fucking Arizona now. And the cowboy that we were there with, he was like, it's your birthday on Saturday. I was like, yeehaw, Jimbo. I think. And he's like, oh, look, man, I'll take you over the border to Mexico. I was like, yeah, I've never been to Mexico. Like, oh, sure we get some fucking nice gear and that down there. Yeah, so we go over into Nogales, Mexico. And, yeah, in the Latin Music Awards, like in South America and like Latin America, you know, the show was fucking number 1. Sanchez was really popping. That's why we went.
That's why you hosted
So
the
yeah,
awards.
when we went over the border.
Yeah.
It wasn't big at all in America. It wasn't even shown in America. So when we went over the border, this cowboy's like, fucking hell, who are these guys? You got people coming out with trays of tequila and everything like that. So Jim Bob, like, he didn't get it, like, you know what I mean? So when we get back now, right, we have a great fucking laugh, loads of shenanigans. Yeah, we get back to New Gales, America, and he's like, Jimbo, he's like, now you're on my property. And there's this big fucking fire going. And he goes, you been branding my cattle all fucking week? Well, now I'm going to brand you. And that was a bit of a fucking moment. I was thinking, what the fuck? Next thing you know, I can see Dayton scarpering off like that, locks himself in a fucking car, right? And he's like, you fucking gotta be joking. That was has he gone too far fucking moment.
Why was he like that then?
I don't know, man. Like, okay, perhaps, like I said, we're all individuals. He's a bit of a fucking control freak, self-confessed, ain't? And like, I think that was like really out of his fucking comfort zone.
Yeah.
So, like, Pritch fucking steps up first, and fucking, so I'm fucking tequila, let's fucking do it. Top off. Yeah, got branded fucking DS there. It's still here, man. Yeah, we'll get a photo.
Yeah, let's show us. For the camera. Which one?
Which one?
Can you see that in the light?
It's illegal in this country.
Yeah.
If not, can you see on that one?
Can you see it?
Yeah, if you go back a bit, there you go. Then that way.
Let's have a look.
DS, there.
Oh, it's like looks like someone's put suntan lotion on it. Hasn't it? Oh, mate, fucking hell.
How many years? 15 years ago, didn't I?
What did he do? So Jimbo was there for a week, fucking welding out the DS, was he, on the
He
sideline?
probably had one of his run shows there doing it. Yeah. With regards to the brand, you know, we'd been in the States. I was like, let's get some cheap fucking clothes now, innit? When a Tom Hilfiger bought these nice fucking camos now. I'm on the fucking plane now, right? And I can just see like all this fucking gunk and stuff on there. And they were like beige cargos. I was like, Pritch, how's your brand, man? He went like, not good. And he had it there. Joyce had it like all patchy over his belly. Didn't get proper branded, really. And I was like, I said, fucking mine's just weeping and stuff like that. So we were due then, right, to do the film with the Marines down in Exmouth way, yeah? Yeah, Limestone. And, that was meant to be a fortnight away, like the next shoot. But as it happened, they fast-tracked it, so it was only 4 days. So I'm there now, and it's illegal in the UK to get branded, isn't it, apparently? So is a fucking lot of other things. And I'm like, look, I'm going to have to see, like, one of your medics and stuff, because I'm scared this is going to get infected.
Yeah.
You know, like, I might be a fucking plonker, but I know they're only short legs, but I want to keep them there, like, you know what I mean? And, we got there and went to the docks and waiting there. Pritch went first, and you could hear the nurse. Oh, what have you done? Oh, I got branded in America. And then Joyce went up. I got branded in America. And then I went up and she said, don't tell me you got fucking branded in America. And the upkeep to that, it was fucking horrible.
Yeah, burns are nasty, innit?
Yeah,
Fucking horrible.
yeah.
It don't matter if it's the smallest.
No, exactly. Do you know what I mean? It was fucking, that was harsh.
Fucking hell. Nige, have you got any like that come to mind to you with Pancho, of some of the memories of the Dirty Sanchez days where you think, fuck me, why did you do that?
There's so many. I'm just so used to them all. The branding is banana.
Yeah, you always say about the branding thing, didn't you?
Branding that's just proper crazy.
Well, you got a mic for him there, yeah? Nice.
What I like about it is not so much the madness or some of the skill. You know, like, so when they done the Nike advert with Rooney, like, I know when he can play a bit of soccer.
Yeah.
And remember you hit the target.
Oh yeah, but that behind, yeah, basically you fucking like the night shoot, fucking hell, that put MTV to fucking shame. They came with cameras with cranes, and
Yeah.
it was the real fucking deal. So there was a lot of like fucking like downtime in between getting the shots and that all set up. So Rooney came along with his scally fucking mates and that. And
Scally mates.
yeah, they were
Scousers and everything.
they weren't scallies. They're like I'm joking that, but yeah, they were fucking good eggs like that, right? But they were proper fucking scousers, and yeah, it was like first one to hit the crossbar for a fiver and stuff like that. Putting a little wager down. And fucking Pritch came along. He can't kick a fucking tin.
Oh, I can imagine.
Toe pegger Joe, fucking hell.
Did he get it?
It's a crossbar for his fucking goal. Yeah, and in Italy, I hit this target thing, and the cameraman, when I got to me, he said it took Rooney 3 hours to do that. Yeah, and I pulled it out of the park, and fucking Mike Glock fluke.
The Mike Glock flew. What position was you?
Centre midfield.
Centre mid.
Yeah, anywhere in midfield. Yeah, in the engine room.
Yeah. What do you reckon, Nige? Was he a good baller or what?
He was all right, the football. He's got some of his skill left. He's not as good as I was, like, but he was all right.
And because you're here as well, we might as well, announce the elephant in the room, because people have always said, "Oh, Central Club, you don't get many Swansea lads on. What the fuck is he wearing?"
So that's like we done a collaboration with a podcast in Swansea. Ambition is Critical.
Yeah,
they're really good boys and that.
Yeah,
So when we
shout
were
out
on
to
there,
them.
we were talking a lot about like the football scene, terrace culture, football trendies and that. Like, so that design is based around that really. With like the diamonds.
yeah. This actually wasn't worn intentionally. I was just be sweating my fucking tits off, and it's the only white t-shirt I had.
Yeah, and we done like the two-tone thing, like because Terry Hall.
Yeah, yeah. I like him, man.
Yeah.
Ryan's
Brother Jack
dad was like a skinhead and all that. So we were talking about sort of the old sort of skinhead
Who?
style.
Your dad?
No,
sorry.
one of the guys off Ambition is
Right,
Critical.
yeah, sorry.
Ryan's dad. He was a bit of a punk when he nice.
So that kind of he was a skin. He still he was saying like he still wears Fred Perry and Arlington jackets and all that. We talk about Crombie.
Well, that's where the diamond comes from, I would say, innit? The diamonds.
Yeah, that's more like the Pringle type thing as
Pringle.
well.
The black and white check is like from the
Terry Hall.
label.
Two-tone,
Terry
yeah.
Hall had passed away. Black and white kind of Swansea colours as well. Like, so it just fitted well. But
Yeah, I reckon we should do a Central Club one.
We could do a Central Club one. We'd love to do it, and we got good ideas.
Yeah,
We'll
yeah.
discuss that later.
100%.
Hopefully, we can come up with something. Something styling profile.
Yeah, well, literally, literally, we made hoodies. We were gonna do a collab with Concrete Junglist. Shout out to him.
Yeah,
more
man.
of a drum and bass.
Yeah,
music
they're
one.
good eggs.
But still, I think it'd be nice. I think it'd be good. I think it's fitting.
Yeah, I would like in all fairness, now you just fucking come up with a good design for this one.
Have you? Yeah.
We can do something real special.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, I still love the football trendies and all that, and I remember the Cardiff scene, all the old Cardiff shops and that. Retail in Cardiff's always been sort of, it's been a bit of an inspiration for me. I mean, places like Robert Barker, Floyd Clothing, Hudson, Cairo. I mean, I could keep on going on about the different Cardiff shops.
Woodies.
I don't think there's particular.
Woodies. God, that's a blast, eh?
Yeah, Pavilion, all that.
Yeah. Oh, there was another one. I bought a Junk Deluxe from one of them. I forgot what the place was called. Remember Junk Deluxe?
I don't.
Madly.
Yeah.
Maybe you weren't.
Our mates used to have Drogi,
No,
like,
so-
remember Drogi?
Yeah.
Yeah,
like
Drogi,
Jazzy
Nelly and
and
Jazz, yeah.
Yeah. So, we could definitely do a collab. We could do something exciting, and
Yeah.
with the blue, white, and yellow colours, and maybe Robin Friday get involved, and
That'd be wicked, yeah.
we'll
I think we
discuss
should
it.
because we've had so many City lads on as well. Like, I think they would appreciate that as well.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it was great seeing like Uni, Bellamy, and
I was thinking more of Anis and Evo, but no,
I know Anis and Neville, so I used
Yeah.
to run around with them back in.
oh, we got another fucking hooligan.
yeah, just
No, shout out to Nigel, though. Honestly, we'll definitely do it. We'll make it happen.
yeah. Let's make it happen. Totally.
All right, well, listen, I want to talk about, some serious matters, really. If you want to interject, you can. This is not a, what would you call it? This isn't an intervention, Panch. But no, look, I want to talk about, life in general. You've had some struggles. obviously, you know, we were going to do that podcast, and then you went quite quiet and stuff.
Yeah.
Your father passed away, and your brother passed away. Like, how was that been for you?
Yeah, well, you know, losing loved ones is obviously it's never going to be a walk in the park. It's never going to, you know, be easy or anything, is it? You know, with my dad, you know, and, you know, unfortunately, it's something that, you know, that everyone has to get used to. With my dad, you know, his time had come and he was taken from us. And, you know, I'm just lucky to have had the father I had there. You know, even though it was a bit, you know, premature. But, like, with my brother, Chris, that hit me like a fucking bolt out of the blue. And, yeah, stuff has come to light now. I can't go into it now because it is a matter that's going on. But maybe we could follow up with this. It's just the system.
Yeah, I understand.
You know, taking so long. You know, like I said, it's an ongoing matter, but I would pick that up.
Yeah.
But on a personal level, I just felt, and I still feel now, you know, that he's fucking just, that Chris passing was just like being robbed, man. You know, completely robbed. Like he has 2 young daughters. Yeah. Emily, Amelia. And shout out to his wife, Jem. She's doing a great job there.
Yeah.
And, yeah. Yeah, I did go back to the fucking partying noise to try and help. Yeah, but it's not like...
Has it helped?
No, you never resolve anything in the bottom there of a glass. I agree with that. But, you know, I just want to see justice being carried out. And this is not me fobbing you off now, but it is a case, you know, and... But the thing is, like, I you know, that's why the podcast didn't happen, you know, as we planned.
You've got to have faith. You've got to try and have faith in the system. That
I do. I'm trying to have faith in the system.
Do you feel like the closure with your father is there because of just the cycle of life? But with your brother, it's...
Yeah, absolutely. You put it a lot better than I did. Yeah. It's just, as you can imagine, it's still raw.
Oh,
you know, and, yeah. You know, with your dad, you can accept it, but your kid brother, you know...
37, wasn't he?
Yeah, 37.
Younger brother.
And but, you know, his daughters, you know, they come into the shop the other day. You know, you just got to think the legend lives on with them now.
And
you know, and I'm just making them, you know, yeah, they'll do their dad proud.
What was your brother's name?
Christopher Locke.
Yeah, rest in peace to Christopher.
Yeah, rip Chris.
Yeah, legends never die, man.
Yeah, rest in peace to Di as well.
Aye.
You know, your dad was a familiar face on Sanchez as well, wasn't he? Funny character.
Yeah.
He was, yeah. He was a hell of a card, yeah.
And Susie.
Yeah. She's passed as well, if she...
Yeah, she's gone. Yeah, I'm a fucking orphan.
Is it just you now, is it?
No, I got another brother who lives in Cardiff.
Yeah, you are an orphan then. He left you.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, mate, you know, we got it all to come myself, I think, with family. It's one of those matters of life that I'm dreading, so...
Yeah. You know, it's... like I said, you know, unfortunately, it's something we're all going to have to go through at one point, innit? But, you know, with regards to Chris, it was just seemed like we were robbed there, you know?
And you said you turned to the alcohol, like, what about your drug use as well?
Oh, yeah, yeah, just anything, really, like, nothing, you know, just fucking a shitload of coke, just so you could drink more, talk more shit, and fucking, you know, just try and blank out the world type thing. But, like, obviously, you know, all of that's back in check now. Focus on the business and try and do them up there, or whatever they are, like, to make them proud. Because I would, like, at one point, yeah, the drinking did get fucking out of hand.
Do you, if I ask you a question of me saying, you know, life without alcohol, is that a possibility with you?
Yes.
It is.
100%. Like last week, you know, I don't touch a drop for the whole week. But then, you know, like the weekend, I'll go fucking mental. Yeah.
That's what it is, though, isn't it? Like, it is.
That's part of British culture, though.
No, I know, I get it. And it's hard to... it's hard to counter argue something about that because it is embedded in our culture.
It is.
It's
Yeah.
in everything.
I gotta say, I really like everyone around Mike likes it when he's in moderation mode, because he functions so well, and then he can be a real pleasure to be around.
Otherwise, I'm just a proper cunt.
No, he can be really morose, frankly. You know what I mean? He can be.
Hang
really,
on, no, this is not.
No, but when he's in moderation, he's a pleasure, man. Like on Saturday, it was like Christmas in the shop, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a great day.
It was really, everything was live, everything was popping, people were coming in, it was all flowing, and he just come back off the wheelchair game in Cardiff where he represented Wales in the Millennium Stadium. So then we had all that sort of positive energy going on in the shop, and it was like wow,
See, the
we could
thing
reach the
is,
stars,
when things, when you're nice and busy and on the shop, it's about keeping yourself occupied, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
So we got a massive month coming up as well because we got the In It Together Festival, which is on our doorstep, and we've been, we're a bit of part of it, and we got a stall in there, and that's really key for us, because it's where we can showcase all our clothing, because we're in Port Talbot, we don't get too many people coming there. But for this event, it's probably the biggest festival in South Wales. I mean, aside from possibly the Green Man, it's probably the biggest festival. It's going to grow. And there's good vibes there, you know what I mean? So it showcases a lot of culture of South Wales and Port Talbot, so we want a part of that. So we've done a design for the festival. It's looking good, Mike, isn't it?
Yeah, it's looking really good. Yeah, and it's gone down really well. But like Port Talbot in general at the moment, it's like a really good vibe going on there. It's like
Across the arts, isn't it, at the moment?
Yeah. Like you look at the street art stuff. Obviously, we were gifted with like the Banksy thing. Why our council didn't utilise that?
Yeah.
What happened there?
There was like a rabbit caught in the headlights. Really, we had the globe. We had the media from around the globe. Really, with attention on us. Like for. There was a new Banksy. It was a great Banksy as well. It was a classic. You know what I mean?
Was that the snow aspect?
Snowflakes,
yeah.
That's it.
And the placing of it, which is just like in front of.
Well, you've got the steelworks, haven't you? So
but
you see the heavy end of it, where the furnaces were, where the power plant is, it was really smartly done on the optical illusion. So we had one of his masterpieces.
Yeah, but he was telling, like he does with all of them. He was telling a fucking, a true story.
Yeah.
It really was, because I was living in Bristol at the time. Yeah.
Yeah, they kind of shied away from it, really. We don't have a gallery in our town, right? We're not massive, but it's quite a big town, Port Talbot, right? We don't have an art gallery there. We've got loads of artists, lot of history in the arts, a lot of culture. I mean, our sort of cultural contribution is as good as any town in Wales.
Yeah, but we touched on that earlier.
But we don't have a gallery. We don't have a hub. We have kind of acted as a bit of a
beans.
hub.
He's not talking about Beanie the fucking header.
Beanie Man.
Beanie Man.
No, you're right.
Yeah.
It is. Port Talbot, for some fucked up reason, got a place in my heart. So so deep. Like I don't know what it is. Like I said, I used to go there all the time, fucking swimming down Aberavon or whatever the swimming pool was. But
Lido.
I just love the place. I don't know what it is about it.
Well, Pritchard's exactly the same. Because at first he was always like, oh, fucking the valleys, but now he's down a couple of times a month.
We might take with Martin Marguson in the River Avon, innit?
That's right. Yeah.
No, I'm just thinking, where's the River Avon then? Is that the river which before you go over the bridge to Swansea, or is that
no? That's the Neath. That's the River Neath. Yeah.
So what are you between Ogmore and Porthcawl? And
no, if you think of, if you think of Aberavon Beach,
it's the River Avon. We've got a narrow valley, and
it cuts right through comes right down and dissects and
Aberavon Beach is between the
itself.
River Neath and the River Avon.
Yeah,
and you got Neath, the town of Neath off of that, like. So
So what actually happened with the Banksy? Did they chop it up and take it, or is it still there?
Some Essex art dealer came in, bought it for a snip, in my opinion, right? Our council is sitting on massive reserves. We've got more general reserves than Cardiff City Council.
What, because of that Banksy thing?
No, completely separate to that. I was a councillor for a bit, so I used to argue with them, why are you sitting on these reserves? Right? But why they didn't, use the reserves to buy that piece of art. Because, you know, when we talk about Banksy, right?
People would come and try. Yeah,
Of course
Yeah,
it would.
so-
It would be massive fucking.
He gifted you that.
Absolutely,
He bequeathed that to
absolutely.
us, right?
He didn't give it to that person who bought it.
No.
Yeah, absolutely. He bequeathed it to our area. That's the way I saw it, right? But if you put Banksy into context, right? He's a modern master. You know, he is, isn't he?
Yeah.
He could be Salvador Dali. Of this time, I would place Banksy as a modern master. He's come here. He drops one of his masterpieces here, right?
Yeah.
We don't have a gallery in the town. Here it is. We're going to get funding. Here
What
it is.
more of an
That's gonna
excuse do you
anchor
fucking
it,
need,
right?
man?
Yeah.
And then we allowed an Essex art dealer to come in. I mean, John Brandler, no disrespect to him, he bought it, right? But we could have bought that. We could have been the guardians of that, right? Looked after it. We've got the plaza now. We've got the shopping centre.
Would have been-
All of that
could
could have
have been-
showcased. It would have, I mean, we used to have Japanese tourists coming round.
Yeah.
And
The shutters, the
shutters
rollers
are down.
would be down.
I mean, people Tokyo come into Port Talbot, they couldn't even see it. My brother said to me, he said, no, I've just been, he lives up north now.
Yeah.
He just went to Barcelona, right? He goes to Barcelona, he goes into his museum in Barcelona. He said, one of the first things I see, he said at the front, was season greetings from Port Talbot now. That's in it. Like, it wasn't the actual one, but in this museum in Barcelona. And he said, the maddest thing is, the last place I went to was Prague. I went to a museum in Prague, and what was in there, in the front, was season greetings. So you've got all these tourist spots was showing, like, other versions
And
of
we
what
haven't been
had.
able to showcase it ourselves in
Yeah,
our own
so,
town.
I mean, really, they should still buy it, I think.
So that guy then, who got the money? The guy whose house it was, is it?
Yeah.
How much was it?
They reckon about 120 grand.
Which I fucking, come on.
on.
Honest to God.
Look how much that one went when Banksy done that.
You get
Especially
millions
when-
for that.
You get millions
Yeah,
for it,
exactly.
right? And if they said, oh, one of the council goes, oh, the thing is, well, you know, what happens if we go bust like Northamptonshire? I said, well, you just take that then up to
Northampton's just my family.
Yeah,
though.
is it?
It's just shit all. Corby.
that's a steel town, right?
Yeah, steel town.
Yeah, it is, isn't
Well,
it?
they're
Yeah.
Scottish, my nan, and they moved there for
Yeah.
the steelworks. The fucking garage itself, I could have probably got 20 grand for. Like, I mean,
Exactly.
fucking hell.
And they managed to take it out.
That was a bit of
So
good
the corner
engineering,
pe-
actually, the way they got it out.
Yeah,
wasn't
yeah.
it?
So they would have dug into the foundations, and it came out
clever.
as one baby.
Yeah, mad.
Yeah, the whole, because it was shot on the corner, wasn't it?
They put it into a building, right? They hadn't even give the walls a lick of paint. It was just bare plaster in it. It was just embarrassing.
And the official opening was something like on a Tuesday between 11 and 3 o'clock.
That could have been so much better, you know.
Yeah.
But
Far
it's not just the
better.
street art though. It's like we got, you know, there's some good bands playing in there.
Yeah,
There's
you've
some
got
good comedians.
Avenales.
Yeah, there's like a comedy scene. Avenales is really good, like off license, which is really dynamic, isn't it?
Yeah, they do some great nights now,
So
right?
Batablo.
Now, I never would have thought poetry and Station Road in Talbot in the same sentence, right?
Is
But
that,
the-
is
but
that a
they-
mad place, is it, Station Road then? Is it?
Well, it could
It's
be
our strip, you know.
It
So
could be.
yeah,
It could be like Beirut at fucking at 3 o'clock on a Sunday morning now and again,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But yeah, the guy who runs the night, James Lilly.
Oh, he's done a boil.
He's like a bare knuckle fucking boxer, like a lightweight champion. So
he
it's
goes-
not like roses
No,
and
I've
red.
heard of him,
It's
yeah.
not roses and red, right?
it's a fucking blue.
Violets are blue. It's fucking gnarly, like
It's
to the core.
adrenaline.
It's good, man. You get like a lot of people have taken like they've taken enthusiasm out of it and gone up there and spoken.
There's a lot of people writing, bringing stuff
Yeah.
in to be read. Like,
And
as I said,
it's
it's not
yeah.
roses are red, your violets are blue. Some hardcore, some really good poetry.
You think of like a build up to a bare knuckle fight, you know, and he's expressing his feelings there, you know. It's great, man.
So life right now is what? What would you describe it as?
Yeah, like, do you know what? 2023 is fucking popping at the moment. It's great, you know, certain stuff aside, you know, life and, you know, has to move on. Yeah, and at the moment, yeah, the shop and stuff, everything's going really well there. You know, there's some great, you know, things to be a part of. Yeah, life's, you know, it's good.
Do you think 2024 will be better for you?
If I fucking get some justice, yeah. Yeah, but
That's what
yeah,
you're
we're
talking about.
we're always fucking striving to get, you know,
Yeah.
to make things happen.
Do a collab with Central Club. Let's see how that pops, innit?
Yeah,
Yes,
definitely. We're going to do that.
Definitely for like next season now.
What about the world right now? What's your take on world events? What's going on in the world?
Do you know what? To be honest,
I'm not. I feel like I'm one of them. He's not my king.
definitely,
on the British thing.
definitely not.
I don't like the way I think Wales is being robbed by UK government.
Yeah, well, we are getting fucking ripped off by this government.
Yeah.
Down with the fucking monarchy.
Yeah.
What about outside of UK, Russia, those type of things?
Fucking up the Ukraine.
Yeah, I'm Slava Ukrainian, me.
Are you?
Yeah, that's what I feel, yeah, man.
Definitely.
Slava
Really?
Ukraine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yourself?
I don't know.
Neutral?
That's Zelensky's, him and Biden are just robbing cunts, I think. But you just never know.
No, I think Zelensky has faced unprecedented pressure.
Oh,
What's
100%.
gone on in that country? Can you imagine running that country when the might of Russia and the spite of Russia is being fully imposed upon you? I think that obviously the Russians are really trying to discredit him because he's doing an incredible job, right? They are getting aid. No doubt they're getting aid. No doubt some of that aid isn't going in the right places, but when you look at what the HIMARS are doing, Russia thought there was going to be 3 days. Remember them going into Georgia? The West shit themselves. Those Ukrainians have stood up, man. I think their bravery is inspirational.
Yeah, you
myself.
can't fucking
That's
knock
what
that.
I think. Listen, it's not a black and white thing, is it?
No,
do you know what
there
I
obviously
mean?
is more
There's obviously
to it.
grey
Yeah.
areas, and, I don't know all the stuff about the Donbass and the
If I'm-
Crimea
if-
and
yeah,
all that.
if
Nazis
I'm gonna be-
involved and how they say, and
To be honest, I've kind of like
I
switched
think they're
off.
all on the same side, really, and they're just fucking.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
I kind of love Russia, man. I love Russian culture. And I went to Moscow with Wales in 2003. Really enjoyed Moscow and seen the architecture and the Kremlin. I like Russian literature, Russian art. I think they've got a great culture. Is good. Some of their films, but what they're doing right now in Ukraine is wrong, man.
It is wrong.
It's wrong. They're just bombing indiscriminately.
Well, it's just
gotta stop.
that mass genocide. You can't tolerate that shit.
That's how I feel about that.
That's where mine is. Forget about like the politics and stuff outside of it.
Yeah, it's human lives dying. That's
When them boys were in that steelworks and what they were doing down there, it was fucking criminal. I thought. Yeah. There we are.
reunion. Dirty Sanchez reunion. What are we saying?
I still haven't recovered from the last one yet. I don't know.
That pot, did Mike?
We'll see. We'll see. And this is gone.
It's out. Just leave it out now.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see now. Yeah.
The fucking ears. He broke my headphones.
I broke the
It's
fucking
all right.
headphone.
Go on, leave
It
it.
didn't start off well. Oh my days.
Well, you think he might be on the cards?
I don't know. We'll have to see. That has been, people have shown interest. So just watch the space with regards to that.
That would be amazing.
That would be good. We'll see.
All right, listen, I got a couple of questions here for you off just some people. They're not bad. First one's Dale Hughes. He says, "What happened to Bad Habits?"
Well, Bad Habits was a skate shop in Bridgend that I used to ride for.
Go on.
Yeah, I used to skate for them. Unfortunately, like the online and the
Macarthur Glen, was it?
Macarthur Glen, like the out of town place in Bridgend. It's like Quicksilver, because that's the type of stuff just didn't have a shop in you. You can't compete with when they open up a Quicksilver shop in the fucking Macarthur Glen. You're not going to be able to compete with them. So
selling
unfortunately,
last year's fucking clothing.
Yeah,
cheap
selling
prices.
last year's clothing.
Whereas Bad Habits was big for this scene in Bridgend, wasn't
it was good. It was keeping it fresh. Big shout out to Justin, Lorna, and
Do you know
all
what,
the family.
innit? But you talk about Bridgend skating, it's a vibrant scene. Right now, isn't it? Ashmore, what's going on there?
Yeah, at the moment,
Fucking fantastic.
Bridgend, the legend is living on now because, like Ashmore Skate Park, which Elliot is doing a sterling job.
Elliot Prothero, man.
Yeah, that's going from strength to strength. And just like, with the Cardiff scene, it's getting the kids in and, teaching them like arts. And,
That's the most important thing.
you know what? So, you're not letting the youth down, like, as I said earlier.
Well, there's no youth clubs anymore, is there?
There's nothing. Well, there's nothing in Potomac,
good,
man.
It's good to
I don't
have
know
something.
I don't know what it's like in your end.
Saying, fuck off.
Fuck all. That's this fucking government.
Short-sighted, that is. Really short-sighted.
Sad.
Isn't it?
Yeah, so, Bridgend is still thriving. Yeah, Elliot's stocking our gear up in, up at Ashmore if people want to go up and get some Sabatavlo Clubber.
Happy days. Gary Sullivan said, What do you want to be when you grow up?
I want to be a stuntman.
Paul Fish said, where did you live in Roath? You said it was...
yeah, Arabella Street.
Arabella Street. Dale Carlton. Why can't you find Dirty Sanchez movie anywhere?
Yeah, you can find it on Netflix.
It's on Netflix,
It was on Netflix, yeah.
You took it off the guns.
As my ex-missus used to say, I saw you in the bargain bucket in Asda's.
Yeah. Josh Nash, San Patablo Finest Collection. Shout out. Central Club collab, bro. Yeah, we've spoken about that.
Yeah, Josh, man.
86JRD. Did internet put an end to your career? And did you ever have a backup plan?
Well, the backup plan, like I've always been involved in clothes and stuff anyway. Yeah. You know, even when Sanchez was going on. You know, Nelly from Drew Guy, I was doing a company with him previously.
Well, what does Drew Guy mean? Is it Welsh?
Nige, what?
Drew Guy comes from...
it's a good question. I'm learning something here.
Clockwork Orange.
Clockwork Orange by Anthony Burgess, right?
Okay.
And Anthony Burgess was actually, they all say he's Mancunian, but he had Welsh speaking parents. So a lot of the lingo in
a droogie snake.
Yeah.
I never knew that, you know.
A droogie snake traiger. Yeah. I heard Ninja say something in Welsh saying droogie.
Yeah, so droogie means bad lad. Bad boy,
right.
right? So droogie. If you're naughty, it's droogie, yeah? But it's also used in Clockwork Orange. Vidi my drwg
Okay.
And it showed me that Anthony Burgess was using Welsh in his lingo.
Wow.
In that. So it came from that. It came from that. That's where droogie came from.
Right.
And finally, what we do with all our guests, Panch, is kind of down the camera. If you could give us like a positive message, maybe, you know, with what you've been going with everything you've learned in your life. Is there anything you can leave the people with, the youth with, down that camera, mate? With the mic.
Oh, that would help, wouldn't it? Huh? Right, Central Club viewers. Do you know what? Never forget, anything's achievable. It don't matter where you are in this order of life like that. You just grab it by the fucking balls and go for it. You can do it.
Come on.
Hey, Panch, honestly, thank you very much for coming today.
Yes.
Really fucking enjoyed this.
Nice one, buddy.
I think I've got a 6-pack from all the tension. No, honestly, thank you so much.
No, thank you for your time, man.
I'm glad timing. It's all about timing in the world, isn't it? And I'm glad we got this done now. My main man, Nigel, mate, pleasure meeting you, bringing him down. Watch your space, guys.
Yeah, watch your
collaboration
space.
coming soon.
Collab coming soon.
I hope you enjoyed this one, guys. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you follow San Patablo on... Are you on Instagram?
Facebook, Twitter.
Yeah. Get it all in the description. And, we'll see you on the next one. Stay central.